A very warm good afternoon to all my children. Welcome to the DAIS Student Council Investiture Ceremony 2020. This is a special occasion every year, but even more this year. 2020 has been a year that has taught us all to celebrate small joys and cherish what really matters. And nothing matters more to us at DAIS than the happiness and well-being of all our children. So I'm delighted to join all of you today, even if virtually. Of course, I do wish that we were all together in person. We will miss the warm hugs and handshakes of the old and the new council. We will miss the cakes and the pastries that always made this day sweeter in school. We will miss night school. And we will miss the graduation walk of our class of 2021 at annual day. But children, what we have today, more than ever before, is gratitude and hope. Gratitude for everything we always took for granted, and hope for a better tomorrow. I have no doubt, and neither should you, that a new dawn will bring good times with renewed cheer. So today, on a day of new beginnings, I wish each one of you more courage, more strength, more happiness, more success, and the best of health every day. I wish you the ability to strive, to persist, to overcome, and to never give up. Today's ceremony is a tribute to that ability and spirit in each one of you. It signifies two things that are constant in life: change and continuity. To our outgoing student council, on behalf of all heads, teachers, staff, and students, I want to say a big thank you for your outstanding term as student leaders. You have been great role models, not just this year, but throughout your time at DAIS. Each one of you has made us proud. It was during your tenure as members of the council that the world as we knew it changed overnight. I applaud all your efforts and support to the heads and teachers in ensuring that DAIS transitioned so swiftly and so smoothly to the virtual school platform. Thank you for learning and adapting quickly to ensure that you carried out normal student life activities and events online in these difficult times. Our outgoing head girl Shania, head boy Vikram, and the entire batch of 2020. The stage of DAIS will fondly and dearly miss you. But the world is your stage now. With confidence and fearlessness, face every challenge and rise over every adversity. Shine on, make your parents, your families, and your school proud. To our incoming student council, our heartiest congratulations on earning this honor of leading and representing the entire DAIS student community. It is a difficult time for everyone around the world, but it is in the darkest hour that we need the brightest light. I know that you will be that light. You will play an important role in establishing continuity of all aspects of student life, digitally and virtually for now. The experience you gain as student leaders in these tough times will teach you invaluable lessons for your journey even beyond school. Be brave, honest, creative, sincere, and relentless in fulfilling every responsibility that you are undertaking. Make the most of this time and this opportunity. My very best wishes to our new head girl, Arzu, head boy, Ahan, and the entire council. I know that you will make your heads, teachers, friends, juniors, and above all, yourselves proud. On that note, with great pride and pleasure, I hand over to our outgoing head girl Shania and head boy Vikram to conduct this year's Student Council Investiture Ceremony. All the best to all our children. Stay safe, stay positive, stay healthy, and stay happy always. God bless.
Good afternoon, respected Chairperson Mrs. Neeta Ambani, Vice Chairperson Mrs. Isha Ambani Piramal, heads, teachers, and students. As I walked out of the prestigious boardroom last year, I thought I had conquered the tallest mountain in the world. I was convinced that nothing in this world could peak the joy that I experienced eating chocolate cake on the 6th floor foyer, surrounded by my best friends after my dream had just come true. Stepping up into this position, I couldn't fathom that I would now be walking in the shoes of a head girl, the role that I had admired my entire school life. I thought I had reached the pinnacle of my school life. The gratitude and honor I felt after being chosen to represent an institution that I am so deeply passionate about was incomparable. Drawn in by the excitement of this new position, I soon found myself encompassed by the duties of a head girl, sending out council meeting agenda on Sunday evenings, spending almost every break and lunch in Mr. Basu's office or the sports room, and occasionally confronting angry house captains after their football team lost on penalties. The truth is that when we truly value certain experiences, we live in them so deeply that we often forget to treasure the small moments along the way that make these experiences extra special. As I stand in front of you today, addressing you for the last time as your head girl, I am flooded with numerous memories from the last year that made me question the pinnacle of joy I thought I had experienced at the start of my tenure. The strangely satisfying feeling of being the first person to enter school at 6:45 a.m. to prepare for the field events on sports day. The unexpected elation when we get 3 out of 4 votes in a council meeting. Or the warm affection every time I was stopped by primary students on the staircase just so they could say a quick hi and ensure that I was having a good day. These are the memories that will stay with me for many years in the future. I have seen firsthand students practicing fervently in all the 6th floor classrooms for the upcoming music competition and arriving hours before school just to perfect their sandities and attention. I've watched students work ferociously and then break school records. These moments inspired me to continuously work harder to provide students with a platform to engage deeply in student life. It was through these numerous moments that I further strengthened my deep connection with the school, the council, and the entire student body. It was this connection with the school community that brought me gratification and satisfaction far beyond what I had imagined when I left the boardroom last year. Just as our council experience was about to reach its crescendo, our favorite blue gates shut their doors and our world was transformed. In March this year, when school transitioned online, the outgoing student council was confronted with a new challenge: virtual events. I remember so vividly the night before our first virtual event. I was nervous that we would have minimal participation. But on the day of the event, I was beyond surprised when we had over 85 students participating in just one age category. This is a testament to the resilience, passion, and commitment of the DAIS student body that I am proud to be a part of. Despite being on a remote platform, we maintained and strengthened the connection that was fostered in school. Thank you, Mrs. Ambani, for creating an institution that fosters a strong community that cannot be destroyed even in the most challenging times. Thank you to Mr. Basu, Ms. Roy, Ms. Bajaj, and Ms. Munshi. Thank you for helping us bring our vision of student life to reality. Thank you for having faith in us and providing us the platform to continue our inter-house events virtually. Ms. Tara Purwala and Ms. Tangri, thank you for your constant encouragement and motivation. Watching you meticulously organize the primary events was a great learning experience. You have all served as role models for us. To Kava sir and the sports team, thank you for coming early and staying long after school hours with us to host the inter-house events. Thank you for entrusting us with the responsibility of the special keys to access the new volleyballs and basketballs. Thank you to Mr. Bradley and the IT team for being our guides as we explored the new Microsoft Teams platform. You helped us seamlessly transition to the virtual space, which we are deeply grateful for. To all my teachers, thank you for your unwavering support. Our virtual Teachers' Day celebration this year was undoubtedly one of the highlights of the past council tenure. Although the event was aimed at thanking the teachers for their support and guidance, the teachers thanked us more for organizing the event. This is just one of the many ways you demonstrate your selflessness, which is so inspiring. I would like to especially thank our council teachers, Ms. Kaur, Ms. Gandhi, and Ms. Madhavan and Ms. Malik. Thank you for encouraging and praising us after every event, willingly being our test participants for our virtual events, and calming us down whenever we called you frantically. You have been our pillars of support over this last year. The security and housekeeping team, thank you for greeting me every morning and reminding me to take a few deep breaths when you are constantly confronted with new challenges. My core council, thank you for becoming my family. I will miss our Microsoft Teams video calls after we finish every event, our cookie breaks behind the auditorium, and the hours of scheduling and rescheduling the event's calendar. Adit, Krishi, Suakshi, and Pratna, thank you for working tirelessly just to ensure that the Independence Day video has no rough edits. Ananya, Jia, and Nida, thank you not just for winning the core 27 out of our 33 points this year, but also for your hard work and dedication to the school. Vikram, only you understand the deep fulfillment after we are flooded with questions by second graders at their poetry cafe, or the exhaustion and satisfaction after an almost 12-hour long school day. Thank you for listening to my 2-minute long voice notes and for leading the student council with me through challenges only we can understand. To my outgoing student council, I can proudly say that although we might have had our disagreements, we stood together in the face of adversity. I will truly cherish the camaraderie and friendship that we have shared over the last year. And last but not the least, to the incoming student council, as you stand today at what you might think is the peak of your school life, just know that you will reach many new summits this year. Thank you. I would now like to invite your head boy, Vikram Sivashankar, to address you for the last time.
Honorable Chairperson, Mrs. Neeta Ambani, Vice Chairperson, Mrs. Isha Ambani Piramal, heads, teachers, and my fellow students, good evening. This past 1 week has just been a series of lasts. The last time we contacted judges for inter-house debate, the last time I pinned my badge on my shirt, and the last time I will address you all as head boy. And while this position seems like the biggest part of my identity now, a mere year ago, I had no idea what it entailed. So firstly, for the incoming council, I thought I would take this opportunity to tell you a story that elucidates the nature of this experience. Early on in my tenure, the cover page for the insignia was being designed, and I, being the model that I am, was asked to pose for a picture. Please note, my picture did not make it to the cover page. I'm pretty sure it was the unibrow. But for this picture, I made my way to the 1A classroom. As I entered the room, the teacher asked her students if they knew who I was. I had mentally prepared myself for a chorus of head boys. Yet, after 5 seconds of silence, the only response I got was from one brave little guy who raised his hand and said, "Core House Cup Captain." That one pure moment of innocence made it clear for me. Getting the post was but a first step. The real objective was to ensure that by the end of the year, even those little kids knew exactly what the student council was and what we did. And so I made that one of my goals for the year, to interact with as many students of the school as I could. And in this pursuit, I made some of the best and cutest friends I've ever had. My classmates can vouch for that, based on the several times they witnessed my friends from the second grade run towards us at the cafeteria, hold up bunny ears behind my back for 30 seconds, giggle, and run away. Just a few weeks back, Mrs. Banerjee invited Shania and me to a poetry cafe conducted by classes 2A and B. After 15 minutes of some of the most entertaining poetry I've ever heard, Mrs. Banerjee told me that the students had some questions for me. My heart skipped a beat. What if I say the wrong thing, give the wrong advice? What if I can't relate to them easily? Then came the first question. Which school uniform do you like better? Instantly, my fears of being unrelatable ebbed away. It didn't matter that I was 10 years older than them. Nor did it matter that I had a badge and they didn't. All that mattered was that we belonged to the same school, and so we shared a common identity. Neeta ma'am, Isha ma'am, it has been an absolute pleasure to represent this school for the last 1 year. Thank you for everything. My heads and teachers, some of you have replaced my parents and friends as my most frequently contacted WhatsApp chats. Thank you for entrusting me with the most transformative responsibility I've ever held. Mr. Basu, Ms. Kaur, Ms. Gandhi, Ms. Madhavan, Ms. Malik, not a single event would have ever taken place successfully if not for your constant support. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And to the entire student body, whether you contributed as a participant or as part of the audience, thank you. It's the support of each and every one of you that keeps the spirits up for the Student Council. To my outgoing Student Council, I'll start by saying that I really love our WhatsApp group. No matter how stressful our work may be, it was a constant reminder that we were all in this together. My core council, I cannot emphasize how grateful I am for all of you. Thank you to Nida and Jia for the juicy gossip you gave us from your grade. To Ananya for winning 90% of the points of the core council this year. To Swakshi for being the only one who can get lost 4 times on her way to the sports department on the same day. To Prathna for being the one who found her those 4 times she got lost on her way to the sports department on the same day. To Adit and Krishi for being the backbone of our council and probably the only ones who entirely understand the point system. And lastly, to Shania. I cannot count the number of times we have been in a meeting with a teacher holding up a guise of composure, only to passionately express our nervousness to one another instantly afterwards. This year, you have been the most perfect companion, and you have become one of my best friends. And that for me was one of the best takeaways from this tenure. So thank you. I'd mentioned last year on this day that what the Student Council means to me is belonging. From my vice tenure to this one, I am convinced of it. The bonds with my 3 closest friends, Nakul, Sachi and Prisha, as well as everyone else in the council, was strengthened with every morning event we attended together. And that is the beauty of house events. If as a result of our tenure, you found yourselves talking to someone you don't know very well, maybe a housemate or a captain, about what exactly Poomse is or who you think is going to win the House Cup this year, then I think we did our job. So today, as I take off my blazer for one last time, all I really have left to say was that it was a humbling privilege. Thank you. I was honored to be your head boy. We will start with the Jaguar House. Cub House Coordinator, Anvi Malpani.
Cub Captain, Ananya Mehta.
Middle School House Coordinator, Arzu Maheshwari.
Vice Sports Captain, Rhea Shah.
Vice House Captain Girl, Rishita Shah.
Vice House Captain Boy, Sumer Walia.
Senior School House Coordinator, Ishika Keswani.
Sports Captain Arav Monga.
House Captain Girl Vrinda Das.
House Captain Boy Yash Fadia. Your Jaguar House Council for the year 2020-2021.
We will now move on to the Lion House. Cub House Coordinator Arav Mule.
Cub Captain Nandika Ramchand.
Middle School House Coordinator Anya Shah.
Vice Sports Captain Anya Khanchandani.
Vice Captain Girl Ami Mehta.
Vice Captain Boy Tanay Pachisia.
Senior School House Coordinator Sheikh Khanchandani.
Sports Captain Tamanna Sangvi.
House Captain Girl Mehak Tiwana.
House Captain Boy Dev Mehta.
The Lion House Council for the year 2020-21. We will now move on to the Panther House. Cub House Coordinator RGV Malik.
Cub Captain Ranbir Dhal.
Middle School House Coordinator Ayan Shankta.
Vice Sports Captain Kiara Banghera.
Vice House Captain Girl Nikita Pereira.
Vice House Captain Boy Arhan Desai.
Senior School House Coordinator Devajna Gopal.
Sports Captain Rihan Jhaveri.
House Captain Girl Stuti Daga.
House Captain Boy Jash Bhatia. The Panther House Council for the year 2020-2021.
We will now move on to the Tiger House. Cub House Coordinator Divna Manik.
Cub Captain Sara Mehta.
Middle School House Coordinator, Aryahi Agarwal.
Vice Sports Captain, Arhan Maker.
Vice House Captain Girl, Trisha Karmakar.
Vice House Captain Boy, Vansh Bhatia.
Senior School House Coordinator, Arav Dalwani.
Sports Captain, Arnav Joshi.
House Captain Girl, Suhani Mehrotra.
House Captain Boy, Shiv Kampani.
The Tiger House Council for the year 2020-21. We will now move on to the Core Council. Vice Sports Coordinator, Ishani Badala.
Vice Student Council Coordinator, Raina Shah.
Vice Student Council Coordinator, Anishka Manawat.
Sports Coordinator, Anirudh Fadia.
Sports Coordinator, Aryaman Meswani.
Round Square Student Committee Chair, Rajveer Patra.
Student Council Coordinator, Karina Shankta.
Student Council Coordinator, Raghav Agarwal.
And your head girl for the year 2020-21, Arzu Uzgaonkar.
And your head boy for the year 2020-2021, Ahan Bhansali. Your Core Council for the year 2020-2021. I would now like to invite your head girl, Arzu Uzgaonkar, to administer the oath.
We,
The Student Council of the Dhirubhai Ambani International School,
the Student Council of the Dhirubhai Ambani International School,
do solemnly swear to discharge to the best of our abilities
do solemnly swear to discharge to the best of our abilities
and in all sincerity
and in all sincerity
the duties with which we have been entrusted,
the duties with which we have been entrusted,
and promise to abide by the Student Council Charter.
and promise to abide by the Student Council Charter.
Your new Student Council for the year 2020-21.
I would now like to invite your head girl, Arzu Uzgaonkar, to address you for the first time.
Respected Chairperson Mrs. Ambani, Vice Chairperson Mrs. Isha Ambani Piramal, Heads, teachers, and friends. The 21st of March 2007, my first day at DAIS, was one of the best days of my life. I used to be an incredibly shy child with high expectations of this school. Everyone had told my parents and me that the students at DAIS are happy, the opportunities are unreal, and the faculty only wants the best for each student. At that age, I couldn't quite comprehend what this meant, but all I thought was, this sounds amazing, I can't wait! Now, having been in this school for exactly 4,969 days, I can confidently tell you that all this and so much more is true about our school, and I still can't wait for every single school day. Our school has given me the opportunity to grow from a child who was scared of making new friends to one who is constantly trying to. I've grown from a girl who was underconfident to one who is able to articulate herself in front of 1,000 of you. The school has thrown curveballs at me numerous times, whether it was going to Germany in grade 8 with a group of seniors I didn't know at all, or encouraging me to continue with AdMath despite having done horribly on my first test. These moments and several others have been my greatest learning experiences. They've helped me become responsible, self-motivated, and have expanded my comfort zone, letting me dare to dream and learn to excel at my own pace. By helping me learn these skills, DAIS has become a place which represents curiosity, growth, and betterment to me. It's here where I feel comfortable to explore new things and to experience new adventures. And this is possible only because of the constantly encouraging nature and the selflessness of our school's heads, teachers, non-teaching staff, and its brilliant student body. On the 29th of August 2017, Mumbai was flooded, and on my way home, my bus was stuck in the rains for over 6 hours. I recollect being terrified, and everyone in my bus was fearful and anxious as well. That is, until the school called us back. As we approached school, my anxiety seemed to lessen. The main gate was open, just like a mother's arms, to give us a comforting hug. The security staff, the amazing security staff of our school, ushered us inside the auditorium, where Miss Munshi, Miss Tara Porwala, Kava Sir, Miss Madhavan, Hari Sir, and several other heads and teachers greeted us warmly, consoling every crying student. Sister, housekeeping, the security, and the cafeteria staff had all stayed back to help us as well. This act of selflessness by our school's faculty and staff who stayed back with us instead of going back to their own homes truly represented the school's spirit of family to me. I'd never felt so safe and so cherished anywhere other than home. Having said this, I think it's only right to say a huge thank you to all our heads, teachers, and non-teaching staff members for not only making sure we get the best education available, but also for always ensuring our well-being, safety, and happiness. Our chairperson, Neeta ma'am, and vice chairperson, Isha ma'am, thank you for creating this institution and for making it one in which each of us can flourish. I think I speak not only for myself and the student council, but for the entire student body when I say that there really aren't enough words to thank each of you. I also have to say that the outgoing council has epitomized the spirit of dedication and perseverance over the past year. I know that this day must be bittersweet for you, but do find pride in the fact that all of you helped make the most of this uncertain year, making sure we students had something to look forward to every single day. You've left our incoming council with the biggest shoes to fill, and we really hope to make you proud. To my friends in previous council of 2018-19, thank you for being my pillars of support, my role models, and my guiding lights. To the incoming council, there aren't enough words to express how excited I am to get to know and work with each of you. Over the course of this year, I hope we can go from being mere acquaintances to people who can't imagine a life without each other. I hope we can go from being a group of individuals to a single unit with a common goal. I hope we will be a true team, one which motivates each other, works collaboratively, and tries to produce the best possible outcome in the most efficient, creative, and fun manner. Lastly, to the most amazing and multi-talented student body, we're here to serve you, to make your days more fun with a ton of creative inter-house events. We aspire to make this year memorable for each one of you and to help you discover something new about yourself along the way. We are here to represent you, to help you showcase your incredible talents. I encourage you to wholeheartedly participate in events, even if they lie outside your comfort zone, and hope that each of you will feel comfortable coming to us with your ideas and suggestions for events, or even just for a chat. Our school has converted that shy girl who walked through its hollowed gates on her first day of LKG into an 11th grader who is addressing all of you today, feeling equal amounts of anxiety and excitement rather than paralyzing fear. Thank you for making me who I am today, for entrusting me with this incredible opportunity, and for having faith in me. I am truly honored to be your head girl.
I would now like to invite your head boy, Ahan Bhansali, to address you all for the first time.
Respected Chairperson, Mrs. Neeta Ambani, Vice Chairperson, Mrs. Isha Ambani Piramal, heads, teachers, and my fellow students, good afternoon. Standing here before you today is nothing short of a dream. To be completely honest, I did go through our IGCSE speech writing conventions in order to make this speech as impactful and as perfect as possible. But what I have come to realize is that none of that is necessary, because today, this is just going to be a genuine, heartfelt address from me to every single one of you present here today. I still remember the time back in 5th grade when my cup captain tenure had just ended, and a friend asked me what my best memory in the council was. I replied saying, the cake we ate in the boardroom on the day the new council was announced. Thankfully, the cake was eggless. But standing here today, what strikes me is the realization that more than just the badge, and definitely more than just the cake, what mattered was the kind of person I was and the kind of impact I created. This year, more than anything, I want you to try and make an impact. You to try and achieve a goal. You to try and change someone's life. You to try and inspire someone. And you to try and make memories that will last you a lifetime. And friends, I promise that given the responsibilities bestowed upon me, I will put my heart and soul into doing the very same. If there's one thing that I've learned in the past 13 years, it is that the experiences and opportunities that this wonderful institution provides us with will always help pave the way to our futures. The wonderful staff and faculty that make this institution so special will always be our first pillars of guidance and support. And the wonderful people that we see in our classrooms every day will always drag us down with them, but more importantly, be there when we need them most. I know you're all wondering why I use the word wonderful thrice, but I can assure you, it's not because I'm out of adjectives. It's because just the way I remember our English teachers reiterating how important repetition is for a good speech, the learnings and values we take away from school will remain with us for a lifetime. It was only months ago when our very own housekeeping staff performed on stage on Republic Day, and we acknowledged their performance with a standing ovation. Or when our bus staff collated a heartwarming video on bus safety, and we all reposted it on our Instagram stories. To me, personally, it is these moments when I feel most proud to be a part of our school, when I feel warm and overwhelmed on the inside, and when I truly realize that the sense of acceptance and inclusion that every single one of us experiences does complete justice to the term family. Today we're faced with unprecedented times and a future of uncertainty. Although we will put our best foot forward to try and adapt to the changes that surround us and try and conduct virtual events as seamlessly as possible, we will need your support, your enthusiasm, and your effort. At the end of the day, a student council is nothing without your involvement and your participation. And I promise that we will provide you with the perfect platform to display your talents and explore your interests. And so, this year, I want each and every one of you to explore something new and unique. After all, it wasn't until I swam at swimming gala that I realized I couldn't swim, or danced at farewell that I realized I couldn't dance. On a more serious note, it isn't until you try something new that you make a memory worth remembering. And with the countless opportunities that school provides us with, we can make countless memories that literally allows us to dare to dream and learn to excel. Vikram, Shania, outgoing council, you guys have been nothing but an inspiration over the past year. We only hope to reach the bar you have set for us and fulfill and hopefully exceed your expectations. The ease with which your council has conducted events despite the circumstances is beyond commendable. And so, thank you for setting a most ideal example for us to follow. Neeta ma'am, Isha ma'am, heads and teachers, thank you for believing in me and entrusting me with this prestigious position. I am beyond grateful for your love and support and promise to not let you down. You have imbibed in me the core values that have made me the person that I am today. And so, not for a second will I hesitate to give back to the school a small representation of my gratitude and my appreciation. You are my pillars, and so thank you for keeping me grounded and focused. To the students sitting before me, we are always here for you, and we represent your voices. Don't be afraid to approach any one of us at any given point in time. We're just one team's call away. And to my incoming council, congratulations. COVID might have ruined a year of our lives, so let's make this one twice as memorable. I have complete trust and confidence in you, and I can't wait to start working with you. Thank you. And please stand up for the school song and national anthem.
शुभ नामे जागे, तब शुभ आशीष मांगे।